Guys, for those of you who thought I was being a nasty girl, nasty. This is part of the reason why I've been being a nasty girl, nasty. Because the fact is, these people are being nasty to me. They've been a naughty boy and a naughty girl by doing messy shit. That's why it seems like I come off as messy when I'm disclosing information about particular individuals and utilizing their names because they're trying to do some messy shit. So, for a small, minor example, because of this stupid CPS initiated DHS case from my therapist trying to dictate my life and retaliate because he wanted to like basically dictate my life to show me who's boss because he didn't, well, I talked about that on other videos, like the reasoning behind him doing it, because this the claim that DHS told us, the complaint that they received, it only made sense that it came from somebody like uh an organization. I already felt it in my spirit. I just wanted confirmation. And they when I said I wanted to hear what the person said, and when I heard what the person said, whoever the party was that had reported, I knew that if I whatever the statements um were that were stated on there, that was going to let me know exactly for sure the confirmation who it came from, because that's the only individual. I almost thought the only other people it could have been was either my family or some of my neighbors around here, which I don't think they would do that because they too busy trying to gang stalk me. And like I think they kind of know me to a degree to know that I'm gonna know that it was them, even if they had some hand in it. But as soon as I heard it, I felt that it was my therapist. And he was just about like after it was done, like the next week, he said he was ending and he was leaving there, and it was just strange. It was like all of a sudden, but I was already forewarned thanks to Miss Vision Goddess saying this exactly, because something came up and she was like he was uncomfortable. But you know how some people get their rings slightly mixed up. I don't think he was uncomfortable. Maybe he did feel uncomfortable because of the fact that after he already made the report, and the next sessions or two sessions we had after he filed the report, he saw that things were fine with me. I had stopped drinking at the time. Now I had started like intermittently drinking just light beers, but back then I was drinking like real heavy, and I totally discontinued smoking marijuana. And um let's see, like my habits were getting better. I was like everything was more stable. And then I saw how he was looking embarrassed, like he was like what, like he was shocked because like I think the expression I saw on his face when we had the next sessions after the week that it corresponds when he had made that report, to file that false report. um he he had this look on his face like he may have probably fucked up. But and I knew something was, I already read that on his face. I was like, I wonder why he was looking like that. Like I already picked up in his energy that he may have thought or made a report or spoken to someone previously, prior to making that false statement, that false report with DHS to call a hotline to initiate another CPS investigation when I had other problems. And he said he's concerned for my safety. I knew he was lying because when those times came, he did nothing about it. Now, when everything was fine, that's when he decided to say, "Oh, she's losing sleep," just because I said I lost one night of sleep and it was only just a few hours because the next day I had something to do. He took it out of proportion and used it against me in that way. So now I'm having to do like talk with these nitwit jerks at SEI that was gang stalking me in the first place. That's why he did all this. I won't be surprised if they all was like connected together, working together. Everybody who's tied into this fucking case, I would not be surprised. Like I'm talking about the DHS people, one maybe my lawyer's attorney. I mean my attorney's assistant, because she the one who been acting funny. Even when I sent a message telling her that I don't want to be treated like I'm incompetent, because I am not. She didn't. Then her, it's like I felt a silence of her having an attitude like, ooh, like who she thinks she is, because I wasn't with the bullshit, because I remember how they treated me last time, like I was some imbecile child or something like that. Just because some raggedy ass professionals that have some fucking credentials that they probably cheated on in the first place to get, or slept with somebody to get, or knew somebody they was cool with them, so they gave them a break and breezed them on through the fucking class, and they was getting like You know what I'm basically trying to say. Then they want to abuse their power and authority that they by the skin of their teeth, they lucky they got granted by having other motherfuckers that was kind of cool with they ass letting them get through motherfucking school or whatever. But anyways, so this lady, this is something simple. This one's not really too much of a big deal as the other one. The other stuff I was talking about with the stupid ass e- uh therapist. I almost call him Ethiopian. The only reason I said that is because when I was watching those Ethiopian dances a couple days ago or 3 days ago, um, as a guy that almost resembled my therapist, and I was like, he could be Ethiopian, but if he is, I feel like he a disgrace to the Ethiopian culture because I know some fucked up Ethiopians that like they don't seem like they go by whatever their culture is, that they be doing that raggedy ass shit, because that's in every culture. They're gonna be raggedy people, but most Ethiopians I met, they seem like they be like having traditions that they stand by and follow, and they don't be doing certain type of shit, if you know what I'm saying. So and I was actually like feeling like Ethiopians was the closest culture, or at least DNA genetics or whatever, to Yeshua, just because of some things like how they, I don't know, maybe the essence of their culture, I guess, and like their DNA, the way their DNA looks. But anyways, well, their phenotype and stuff like that. But that's why. Any other than that, this lady right here, I tried to avoid showing her name earlier on a piece of paper because I was like, this lady, I really didn't want to even put her down. So basically, long story short, I'm no longer working with this Marlo Williams Baker bitch because she's the motherfucker who kept canceling on me when I was going to the classes. She's the one who kept sending me links. Then when I tell her every time I join the Zoom link, nobody's there. Then she said, well, I sent a new link out. I know when somebody's fucking playing with me and trying to act like I'm ignorant when I'm not. She basically reminds me the same. She have that same type of wicked evil energy as the nigga from the Malachian Empire who tried to play me and then do reverse psychology and try to act like I was playing him when he was projecting onto me what he was doing to me. So this, and then this lady, she ignored me. That's why this, after all those other messages, I just was tired of playing with this lady. And this is one thing I spoke about to my attorney's assistant about how SCI had motherfuckers that was fucking around with me and playing games. And when I spoke that, she knew what the fuck was going on. I could tell by her face because she connected to the motherfuckers. I'm talking about my attorney's assistant. And just like when she was supposed to come over to my house that day, she never fucking showed up. She didn't say shit. Then I don't know if she lied to me or not, but the lady who was supposed to call me, she was in the office and they checked to see if I was coming. When I was coming, both of their ass wasn't there. And I'm standing there knocking at the door, and then some new different lady came. But then I found out what the lady that was supposed to be there, she was in the back and she didn't show her face. To me, that was the exact clue. That was the exact clue that I needed to know that